I can't make a bird. How do I make a bird?
That
you
is
have
very
two
colorful.
sticks. What do you think? One for the tail.
You having fun, Jonathan?
Try your shot. Jonathan, you're a really good artist. Have you done this before?
I do art at. I went to the haircut school.
And do you do art there?
Yes, but I think it fall apart.
Well, then fix it. That's your job to think about. How could you fix it?
Here, like this.
That's
Would you
right.
like some feathers? How about 100 feathers?
Ooh, look at those fingers. Jonathan, you're very colorful.
Now we make a body.
You know what I say to all my kids in my class? I say, we get messy. That's what we do. We're artists. If you see clean artists, they're not really making art.
Yikes!
So do you think you need more clay in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need
Would you like help from me? He's getting crazy. What is his name?
Use as many as you want. Whereas all the colors.
Is his name Feather? Feather, stop being crazy.
Yeah.
He is being crazy.
Do this
Would you like it? Where would you like it?
Hello. And I can make two things.
You could make two things.
Oh,
There you go, darling. What do you think? I think that's amazing. Wow. His bird's named Feather.
Yeah. My name is Black.
Is black?
With putty birds. My name is Blam.
Did you do that? Did you do the eyes and beak by yourself?
Yeah.
Or did someone help you?
Hey,
No,
look!
he did it.
Ah!
More?
Oh,
Look.
wow, that's a cool one.
wow.
That is super cool.
That's a tall, skinny bird, Jonathan.
More putty.
Yes,
Show her your bird. Show her your bird.
Nice
All
picture of your
right.
bird. Good.
There you go.
What, this one?
We make a picture of all.
All of them? You're going to have to get a space.
Jonathan, you don't need all of them. No more.
That's pretty awesome. Go show Emily that. She likes art. See Emily with the black shirt? Emily, look at his art. This one as well. Ooh, that's super cool. You have more
Oh, I love it. This is what? Like this. You can make somebody with putty arms.
With putty arms, yeah.
But you need
Who says all birds have to look
You
alike, right?
need one arm, two arms, my arm.
6 arms would be nice. You also-
No, like this. He needs
I need some.
I think he needs
I think she got her.
You could always use more.
Right.
Can you
Thank
make
you.
a more
You're the best.
party?
Good idea, buddy.
What?
That's awesome.
You may. Would you like to build another one? For maybe a friend or peer?
Listen, Mike.
Wow.
It's a picture of Karate. Cha 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 cha. That is beautiful.
Can you say it one more time?
But look at all those feathers.
You
got a lot. Maybe I'll put it on your chair so it can dry, or you can put it on my table. Either way.
Cool. Nice
Or
job.
Jonathan, why don't we bring it over here by the chair?
Whatever you want. You need more than this?
Peppers on the sticks, and then it's
Oh, is that Jonathan or the orange?
Yes.
Do you want to do that, or do you want it to be
It's
a bird that
model
sleeps on
magic.
the ground?
Oh, no, Jonathan's that one.
Oh, that's
The one with the tall bird with the...
Why?
You're trying to get a picture.
No, I'm just doing a video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that going to be a snake?
A video.
A video!
Yeah, we do.
Why are you doing video?
Because I like to do
See what
videos.
we're doing?
Is that yours too?
Want to say hi?
Hi.
Do you see yourself?
Yes.
All right.
That's awesome. Look at all these babies.
Your friend.
Can you see me?
I recognize you from.
I can't see you because I turned the screen around. Now I can see you, but you can't see you. That's no fun. You want to say hi?
Hi. Hi.
Yeah.
This is a fun place, isn't it?
Hey, can you take a picture of us?
Hey, look.
Well, I can do this,
Ooh, like
and
bionic
it'll
arms.
take a picture. Then I could email it to somebody if they wanted it, but
Please.
well, I can't pull it out of the camera.
Don't worry about it. You want more?
Take a picture.
You do? Oh, is that why you've got a camera?
Stop it.
Oh yeah. Jonathan's my grandson.
It's a bird named whale. I'm catching them up, Clementine.
Hi.
Clementine, Milo's going to your preschool too.
Do you think that its arms need to be colored? Or do you think okay, that's a good idea.
So we need another part of your ears.
Okay. You need more clay or you
Hey, we can make a big
Oh, I love that.
that's a good idea.
Can you get a
Yeah.
Hey, Becca, look, I made a picture of mommy.
That's mommy?
Yeah, that's.
All
I'm
right.
gonna show my mom. I made already.
That looks just like your mommy.
Yeah.
Is this enough?
Let me
Oh, now you get to create it
I know, just stick it back
new
on.
every time.
Squish, squish.
How this look?
That looks great.
This probably will make this. It's here.
Cool.
And watch this.
Jonathan, you don't need to use up all their sticks.
Oh, you know, they're from Chinese restaurants, so we got free for having.
Okay.
You can go. And I was prepped for like 150 kids.
Oh.
I'm good.
Then they had
Yeah.
that whole
We
storm
make the
last
kabaki.
Yeah, I know, it was
night.
awful.
Okay.
I got a chainsaw sitting in my garage at
Yeah,
home. I
I'm
could've
sure you can
brought
make
it
some
in.
money if you just head towards South Minneapolis.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, let's
really
speed up.
true.
Yeah, but I've got him all weekend, so.
Yeah.
He's never too young to learn to use a power.
Especially chainsaws. Yes, I've got that new electric sharpener I just got.
The part.
Yeah, it was
Oh my
on.
god. So sad.
Keep it
Hey,
nice
Annie,
and sharp.
Make a Spider-Man.
What do you want me to do?
We're making Spider-Man.
That it looks like you're doing a great job. You can have black and do webs and stuff.
No, we're making
A Spider-Man bird, eh?
No, it's not Spider-Man. It's Mommy Spider-Man. Then we
Mommy
have
Spider-Man. Okay.
how you make a Spider-Man. Oh wait, I know that.
There you go. Just circle. You're so smart like that. That's superb. It just looks like a spider. Spider has 8 legs, which always seems like I would really like 8 legs.
Coming today. A little late start on this end, but what we'll do for the rest of the time here is do a few quick stories. I'm going to read a few quick stories. Danielle is going to tell a few stories, and then at the end we can make more art and maybe color some picture books and do that kind of thing. My name's Emily Lloyd. I'm a librarian with Hennepin County, and we're really glad that you're here at our second annual Family Stories event. This is Laura Matano, who's head of Rainbow Rumpus. And over in the green is Teresa Hitchens-Olsen. She is the program director at Urban Arts Academy and also my partner. So the first story I'm going to tell, hey, do any of the kids want to sit on the floor? You guys want to come a little closer? Come a little closer? You want to sit on the floor.
I pulled out my chair.
Oh, you pulled out of your chair. That's not a good start. Okay. For our first story, let's pretend we're blue. Yeah?
I'm gonna tell a story about Spider-Man 2.
About Spider-Man 2?
Because that's all it's going to
Maybe after my stories and after Danielle's stories, if you want to get up and tell a story, we would love that.
And happens.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
You want to tell a story? Well, we should all tell stories, right? It's a celebration of stories. That is definitely a good idea. Nope, I'm gonna go first real quickly, and then Danielle, and then we'll have kids at the end, okay?
Okay.
All right, because I'm really ready to go. Okay, so let's start and get together and get in the mood with a action rhyme. We're gonna pretend we have bubble juice in one hand. Does anyone like to blow bubbles?
No.
No? You guys like to blow bubbles? I love to blow bubbles in the summer. So here's our bubble juice. You want to blow bubbles? And we're gonna pretend that this is our bubble wand, right? The one you dip in the juice. Okay? And it goes like this. Get your bubble juice, get your wand. It goes like this. Dip your wand. Gently blow. Watch the tiny bubble grow. Bigger, bigger, round and fat, rainbow colored, and then splat. You do it one more time together? All right. Get your bubble juice, get your wand, now that you know the way it goes. And it goes like this. Dip your wand, gently blow. Watch the tiny bubble grow. Bigger, bigger, round and fat, rainbow colored, and then splat. Good job, everybody. Okay, the first story I'm going to read today. The first story I'm going to read today is called Same, Same. It is a downloadable picture book that's available for free at Rainbow Rumpus's site. They have an assortment of picture books. We've also brought some today for you to take home. The exceptionally cool thing about these books is that they are not just free downloadable picture books, they are free downloadable coloring books. Because after you read the story, you have space to do all of your own illustrations inside. This story requires a little bit of audience participation. Every time I say same, same, I need you guys to say, because that's the way they liked it. Can we practice that?
Yeah.
Same, same.
That's the way they liked it.
Very good. Okay, and we'll start off with the title. Same, same.
That's the way they liked it.
Good, you got it.
Written by John Benjamin and Orson by both.
This is about having a best friend and liking to have everything that you do be the same. And this story is about Izzy and Tiffany, their best friends. Izzy wore her red sneakers to daycare every day. And Tiffany wore, of course, red sneakers too. Same, same.
That's the way they liked it.
Even their purple laces were the same because that's the way they liked it. Their cubbies at daycare were the same too, side by side, boots on the bottom, coats in the middle, and Izzy had a soft baby brush on her top shelf. And Tiffany kept, actually, a plastic dinosaur on her top shelf, but they both had red glitter name tags. Same, same.
That's the way they liked it.
I need to hear some kids doing that. Can you say, because that's the way they liked it?
That's the way they like it.
Awesome. All right. When it came time to go out for playgroup,
Listen back to me here.
when it came time to go to playgroup, they both liked to go out with Jong in group 1. And here's what they like to do. If they went with the first group, they had plenty of time to play wild horses. And Izzy liked to pretend she was a brown horse, and Tiffany liked to pretend she was a gray horse. But they both liked galloping around the playground, shaking their manes in the wind, and neighing. Let's try that. Can you shake your mane? Neigh! Very good. They both liked that. So when John stood by the door and called, "Who's ready to go outside with the first group?" Izzy and Tiffany galloped out the door. Same, same.
That's the way they liked it.
But one day, when they needed coats outside, they had to wait. At first, Izzy couldn't zip her jacket by herself, and Tiffany couldn't either. They knew how zippers slid together, and they knew how to pull them up, and they practiced and practiced, but they still didn't know how to zip their zippers. So they sat in their cubbies, and they waited for Cynthia to help them zip up. And it was always the same, same.
That's the way they liked it.
That's the way they like it. But one day, Tiffany zipped up her coat by herself. Who here can zip a coat by themselves? You can zip it. And her coat was on, and she said, "Look, Izzy, I did it!" And Izzy tried to feel happy, but instead she just found herself covering her eyes. Why do you think she was sad? Because she still couldn't zip her zipper. And Tiffany waited right next to her while Cynthia zipped Izzy up and took them both outside in the second group. And Izzy felt sad, and she actually kind of felt mad, too. Izzy and Tiffany weren't the same anymore, and Izzy didn't like it. She told Daddy as soon as they were in the parking lot that night, "Tiffany can do her zipper all by herself, but not me." "That's okay," said Daddy. "You'll do it yourself before you know it." Then she told Papa while he buckled her car seat, Tiffany does her zipper all by herself, but not me. Don't worry, said Papa. You'll zip your coat any day now. But Izzy did worry. She worried so much she couldn't eat her favorite dinner of chicken and pea pods when Papa prepared it. And when Daddy asked if she was feeling okay, she just shrugged. The next day, when Tiffany zipped up to go outside, Izzy still couldn't look. She sank back into her cubby, and Tiffany said, hey, why don't you look? Izzy, I want you to see me zipping my zipper. And she stomped her foot, but Izzy still wouldn't look. When Izzy heard John call, who's ready to go outside in the first group, she burst into tears. I don't want you to leave me, she said to Tiffany. I won't leave you, Tiffany said. She sat in her cubby next to Izzy's and waited. And they weren't the same anymore, but at least they were still together. After a minute of waiting, Tiffany said, why don't you do your boots? I can do my boots, and you can do your boots, and that will make us both more ready. And so Izzy did her boots, and Tiffany did her boots, and it was same.
That's the way they liked it.
Then Izzy got a brave idea. She leaned close to Tiffany and said, maybe you could zip me too. I could try, said Tiffany. And Izzy put her arms into her coat, and they stood really close together. And Tiffany zipped up Izzy's jet. And then they both went out the door, galloping and neighing, and they were again same.
'Cause that's the way they liked it.
Good job. Thank you for listening. This will be, hi, come on in. Join us, we just started.
And that is art today. You can do art.
Yep, there will be art. There will be art too. There will be art too. So that was same, which you can download for free at Rainbow Rumpus's site. Sorry?
Is it my turn?
Nope, I'm going to do a couple more, and then Danielle's going to do some. And then we'll do anybody who wants to tell a story after. Okay? So this book, I actually need some audience participation on this one too. This is just a book about feeling good no matter what. And it's called Pete the Cat, I Love My White Shoes.
Winded by Johnny Desmond and written by us.
What do you have to say? I'll show you. Pete the Cat was walking down the street in his brand new white shoes. And he loved his white shoes so much, he sang this song. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. Can you guys do that with me? That's what you gotta do. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. And then, oh no, he stepped in a large pile of strawberries. What color did it turn his shoes?
Way.
Red. Did Pete cry? Goodness no! He kept walking along and singing his song with one little change. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. I love my red shoes. But then Pete stepped in a large pile of blueberries. What color did the blueberries turn his shoes? Blue. Did Pete cry?
I didn't.
Goodness no! He kept walking along and singing his song with one little change. I love my blue shoes. I love my blue shoes. I love my blue shoes. And then, oh no, Pete stepped in a large puddle of mud.
Ew.
What color did it turn his shoes? Brown. And they were mucky and gooky and they were brown. And did Pete cry? No! He kept walking along and singing his song. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes. I love my brown shoes.
Yeah.
And finally, Pete stepped into a bucket of water. And all the brown and all the blue and all the red were washed away. What color were his shoes again?
White.
They were white, but now they were also wet. Did Pete cry? Goodness no! He kept walking along and singing his song. You could hear the little squishes in his shoes as he walked. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. I love my wet shoes. And the moral of Pete's story is, no matter what you step in, keep walking along and singing your song because
What?
he has one. That is weird, isn't it? He has one of each color down there. Keep walking along and singing your song because it's all good.
Do it again. I love that song.
I have one more story for you
great
today.
story.
This story is, our event today is called Celebrating Our Family Stories, and this story is about a different kind of family. You know, some of us are born into our families, and some of us are adopted into our families, and some of us just kind of find each other, and we know somehow that we're ready and we're going to be a family. And that's what happens to Jack the cat. Jack the cat was gathering everything he needed to build the perfect nest. Do cats sleep in nests? Do they? He's not building it for himself. He is building it to attract a perfect chicken who will lay a perfect egg, which would make a perfect omelet for a cat like Jack. And soon enough, a chicken came along. Caramba, she cried, a perfect nest! And she hopped up and, boop, laid a small egg. Then a duck waddled by. Sacre bleu, she cried, the perfect nest! Then she jumped up on the nest and laid, boop, a medium-sized egg. Then a goose lumbered by. Great balls of fire, she cried, perfect nest! She jumped up onto that nest and, boop, she laid a really large egg. Jack's mouth began to water. 3 eggs would make how many omelets? 3 omelets! But then the duck leaped onto the goose's back and said, "This is my nest!" And the chicken flew up onto the duck and said, "No, this is my nest!" And the 3 cackled and quacked and honked, but each refused to leave the perfect nest. They squished each other for days. Finally, Jack could take it no more, and he said, "You birds are so silly. The next farm over has an even better nest. And it's empty. Why doesn't one of you use that nest?"
What?
"An empty nest," cried the chicken. "Caramba!" And she took off down the road. "Sacre bleu!" cried the duck. "I am tired of smelling like the chicken. That nest is mine."
What?
And the goose said, "Great balls of fire, out of my way!" And they all clapped. What was left behind? All 3 eggs. Alone at last, Jack returned to the nest and peeked inside, and he arranged the eggs neatly in a row. Little, medium, and bigger. His stomach rumbled. He was almost ready to cook when, crack! The small eggs broke open and out popped a wet baby chick who said, "Hola, mama!" And then crackety-snap! The medium-sized egg broke open and out scrambled a wet baby duck who said, "Bonjour, mama!" And then crackety-crackety-boom, the big egg split open and out stepped a wet baby goose who looked up at Jack and said, "Howdy, ma!" Well, Jack did not know what to do. He stared at the babies. He couldn't make an omelet then. "Dry me, dry me, dry me!" cried the soggy baby chick. "Feed me, feed me, feed me!" cried the hungry baby duck. "Play, play, play!" cried the excited baby goose. Well, Jack hid in the barn, but the 3 babies found him. He hid in the woods, but the 3 babies found him. And finally he hid under the tractor. But, what do you think? They found him, and they dragged him back to the perfect nest. "Sleep, sleep, sleep," the tired babies finally whispered. "Cold, cold, cold," said the shivering babies. And Jack looked around. Somebody had to care for these babies, but there was no one else around. Jack lifted all 3 babies into the nest. "Buenas noches, mama," said the baby chick. "Bonne nuit, mama," said the baby duck. "Sweet dreams, ma," said the baby goose. Then Jack climbed into the nest too, and the babies fell asleep huddled up next to him. And that's when he realized it really was perfect. Now we're going to hear from Danielle. She's going to tell stories. These are going to be some interactive stories, right?
Are you
Gotta
going to
get
tell
up
a
and move
story
it around.
about Simon?
Yeah. And then at the end of that, we want all of your stories, okay? Laura, would you like to introduce Danielle, or do you want to introduce yourself? All right, here comes Danielle.
last year?
20.
20?
100.
Huh?
1,000.
1,000 was here last year. Wow. I'm Danielle Daniel, the magic storyteller. And Elliot will tell stories through music, and I will be telling stories.
Are you going to tell Spider-Man to read?
I can tell you're going to be a great writer and a great
Are you
storyteller.
going to tell Spider-Man for you having financial relaxing?
No, I won't tell that one, but you can tell it as soon as we're done, okay?
Well, music song you can do it. Look at you.
He's doing an excellent job. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to say shicka-boom, 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 boom, boom. And you're just going to repeat that back, all right? You ready? Shicka-boom, 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 boom, boom, shicka-boom, 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 boom, boom. It's storytelling time. Here we go. It's storytelling time. Well, we can tell great stories. We can and we have. They'll make you laugh and they'll make you smile. So clap your hands. Tell the friend, storytelling session is about to begin. Shicka-boom, 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 boom, shicka-boom, 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 boom. It's storytelling time. Here we go. It's storytelling time. It's storytelling. It's storytelling. The first story I'm going to tell you is called Bruh Tiger and the Great Big Wind. Can you say Bruh Tiger and the Great Big Wind? Well, Bruh Tiger, he was out strolling by. Just walking on by. Let me see, can you guys do that? See, do your shoulder. Kind of like you're dancing. Come on. Yeah, I see you got a little dance. Look at the little dancer there. And Bruh Tiger came across this community, and Bruh Tiger was looking for some water. So Bruh Tiger, he stopped. He went over, he saw a nice little pond. He saw fruit trees and berries and nuts and all. And Bruh Tiger, he said, oh, this looks like a place I need to stop and take a little visit. So he ate and he ate and he ate. But guess what happened when you eat too much? What happened? His stomach ate. His stomach began to ache and he began to be a little tired, so he stretched out. So give me a big stretch. And so Bruh Tiger took a nap. Now this was not Bruh Tiger neighborhood. He just didn't care who lived there. So Squirrel went down to get some water. Squirrel saw Bruh Tiger, but he didn't pay no attention because this was a community that welcomed everybody. And so he said, morning to you, Bruh Tiger. Bruh Tiger says, this is mine, mine, mine. This is all mine. Here we go. This is mine, mine, mine. This is all mine. Well, the Bruh Squirrel was puzzled by that. And he looked at Bruh Tiger and he saw those very sharp teeth, very sharp, and great big old paws. So he said to Bruh Tiger, he said, Bruh Tiger, this is the rainbow community. We care, we share, and show respect for all. What? We care, we share, and show respect for all. Bruh Tiger, he didn't care about that. He says, it's mine, mine, mine. Here we go. Mine, mine, mine. This is all mine. This is all mine. Well, Squirrel ran back and told Bruh Bear. Bruh Bear came and he says, oh, Bruh Tiger, you don't mind, sure. Because this is a community. This is called the... I'll just wait a second. It won't take long. He says, this is what kind of community? This is a rainbow community. What do? We care, we share, and show respect for all. But pretty soon, Bruh Bear saw those big old teeth and sharp claws. He ran back and he told the other animals. But Bruh Tiger ran them all away. And what happened was, they began to get real skinny. Can you come up here and show me how skinny? They began to get skinny. Show your little arms. They can good skin it just like that. You stay right there. You stay right there. Can you stand up where you are? Stand up where you are. Why don't you stand up? Stand up. And flex your muscles. Yes. So they saw Bert Tiger. There, you want to be Bert Tiger?
You want, okay.
Come be Bert Tiger right here. So the little animals, they saw Bert Tiger, you over here, right here. Stand right there. And you're going to say, it's mine, mine, mine. This is all mine. Go ahead.
This is mine, mine, this is all mine.
Okay, now we're going to do it again.
This is mine, mine.
We're going to do it to the music this way. This is mine, mine, mine. This is all mine. Okay, here we go. This is mine,
Mine, mine.
this is all.
Mine.
And you're going to say, you must share.
You must share.
This is our community.
This is our community.
But Bert Tiger didn't care. He said, I'm not sharing. I'm not sharing.
I'm not sharing.
And then you're going to say, please share. Please share.
No.
Well, so they went on back. They went on back home. But Bert Tiger stayed right there. You're going back. Going back. You sit right here. This is right there. You're fine. So Bert Tiger, he kept saying, this is mine. This is mine. This is mine. But now be loud. Here we go. This is mine, mine, mine. This is
all mine.
so they were beginning to look real puny. The little animals, they were about to starve to death because they didn't have nothing to eat. But Bert Tiger wouldn't let them. Every time they kind of sneak up to him, he would yell out real loud, this is mine.
Mine, mine, all mine.
So
All right.
they ran back. Now, Bert Rabbit, he had been visiting some relatives, and Bert Rabbit came down the road singing. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful... It's a very complicated song. And so, Bert Rabbit saw Bert Tiger there, and Bert Tiger saw Bert Rabbit, and before Bert Rabbit could get close to him, he roared out loud.
This is mine, mine, all mine.
So, Bert Rabbit just went over to Bert Bear and said, Bert Bear, what's going on here? What's going on there? That tiger claiming this all his when it's ours. And he says, he's been here now for 3 days and we're going to starve to death. And he says, well, that's not right. He says, now we have to come together as a community. Now, I'm going to come tomorrow. Don't say nothing to Bert Tiger. I'm going to come tomorrow. Now, you group of animals over here, you're going to go when I give you the signal, okay? Now, you group over here, you're going to go, woo, woo, when I give you the signal, okay? All right? You group over here, you're going to go, yeah, every time I give you the signal, all right? Now, tomorrow morning, what's your signal? What's your sound? Yeah! And what's your sound? Yeah! And what's your sound? So the very next morning, Bert Rabbit came down the road singing, because he didn't want to give Bert Tiger any clue. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful morning. What a beautiful day. And Bert Tiger, first thing Bert Tiger does, he doesn't say good morning. He roars and says, it's
More.
It's
This
mine.
is more. All more.
good morning to you, Bert Tiger. So he went on and said, now you guys ready when I give the signal. And so he gave the signal. And he gave the signal. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Then he gave the signal. Bert Tiger said, what's that racket? What's that racket?
Morning.
You're going to say, what's that racket?
What's that racket?
Oh, don't worry about that. What's that racket? There's a storm. There's a storm. And the storm is going to blow us off the earth. That's why. Yeah. But you know what? I don't have time to talk to you. Because you hear the storm. You hear it. I have to go save the little animals, keep them from being blown away. Because if I don't, the wind is going to blow them off the earth. I don't have time to talk to you. But Bert Tiger says, what?
What?
I don't have time to talk to you. Don't you hear the storm? Don't you hear the wind? Don't you hear it? says, wait a minute. Save me first.
Say me first.
I don't have time to save you. Don't you hear it? You hear it? Well, Brother Tiger says, if you don't save me first, I'll eat you up. If you don't save me first, I'll eat you up.
I don't see me first. I'm going to eat you up.
Oh, please don't eat me, Brother Tiger. Please don't eat me, Brother Tiger. But I promised the little animals, and since I'm little myself, you hear that storm. You hear the storm. I have to say, then Brother Tiger says, eat, tie me up now.
Eat, Tommy, now.
Oh, you're going to get me into trouble. I promised the little animals. I promised them. Tie me up.
Eat, Tommy, up.
Okay. All right, put your hands up high like that. I have to tie you up, and he tied him up, and he tied him up. He says, Brother Tiger, are you tight? Brother Tiger says, oh, no, you're not tied him, and took, Brother Tiger couldn't move. And he said, Brother Tiger, can you move? But I can't move. I can't. Say, I can't.
I can.
Oh, he says, oh good. He told everybody. He says, now that Brother Tiger's tied up, everybody come and eat. Brother Tiger was mad and said, you tricked me.
You tricked me.
Well, Brother Tiger, like I said, this is a rainbow community. We care and we share and treat others with respect. And since you don't know how to treat anybody, we're going to leave you there until you learn a lesson. And that's what they did. They said that tiger may still be tied to the tree if you go by in that rainbow community. Thank you so much. Let's give them a big round of applause. Do we have any dancers in the house? Who danced? I saw you can dance a little. I saw you dancing, right? Mm-hmm. Who else? I bet you can dance too, right? Because this next story, and Elliot is wondering, he says, now, we don't have this on the list as someone to do, but I saw, sometimes if I see someone in the audience, and I know, oh, they play an instrument or can sing. Who sings in the audience? We have any singers in the group? Are you a singer? You can sing? You singer? You sing? And you sing? We're in the perfect place. Well, I'm going to tell you the story about a non-cedar Spider-Man. How many of you have heard of a non-cedar Spider-Man? You have? You have? Well, this is called a Nancy and the Elephant. Now, your part is going to be carap-a-tap-a-tap, carap-a-tap. That's going to be your part. Mm-hmm. Aha. Carap-a-tap. Yeah. Now, Anansi woke up and told his wife, he says, wife, I will go and find us some meat to eat. Meat? We want the yams. Oh, Anansi, bring yams. Anansi says, but the earth is dried up. I can't find yams, but I can find meat. So Anansi had a plan. Mm-hmm. He went to the elephant, and he asked the elephant to find some yams. But Anansi, didn't he just say there was no yams? Didn't he just say that? No. Mm-hmm. He said, he told his wife there was no yams. But he goes to the elephant and asks the elephant to go with him to find some yams. Oh, does that sound like a trick in the making? Hmm? So he goes to the elephant, and the elephant agreed. So Anansi takes off walking. You're going to give me carap-a-tap-tap. And he led the elephant. They went. And Anansi, being tricky and clever, he led the elephant into the deep forest where it's dark in the forest. And the elephant says, I cannot see. Anansi said, just follow the sound of my voice. Follow the sound of my voice. Here we go. Follow the sound of my voice. He led the elephant between two trees that were close together. And guess what happened to the elephant? He got stuck. So he said, I am stuck. Anansi says, oh dear me. But he began to smile to himself. Oh dear me. You are stuck. The best thing to do is to push. And push hard. So the elephant, he pushed. Can you push with me? Go. But what happened to him?
Got more stuff.
He got more stuff. And he says, oh, yeah, more stuff. Oh, dear me, and Nancy says, there's only one solution that I can see. Oh, dear me, this is a problem. Dear me, if you let me cut some of the meat from your back parts, then you can move between the trees. The elephant says, good. Oh, no. He says, well, I'm afraid if you don't let me cut some of the meat from your back parts, you're going to be here all night and the lepers will eat you. No, I don't want to get eaten. Well, there's only one thing. Anansi began to smile. Let me cut some of the meat off of you. What did Anansi go in the forest to get?
Eat a potato.
To get some yams, yes. But what did he tell his wife? He was going to get some meat. So Anansi took his huge knife and he carried it into the forest. As he smiled to himself, and guess what he did? He cut big old portions and give me a big boom, of meat, boom, and he put it in a basket. He said, my friend, you wait right here. Why don't you have a seat and I'll be right back? He said, well, I was tired after being cut on. So Anansi took the meat home. His wife cooked it and they ate it. The elephant was still out there in the woods, in the forest, waiting on Anansi. Anansi didn't come back. So he went home, the elephant. Tap. And as soon as he got home, his children began to laugh at him. They said, once you were big in the back, but now you're small. So the elephant, he looked at himself. And sure enough, he was small. So he was angry. He says, go to Anansi's house and bring back my meat. Why don't both of you come up? Come on. And so the elephant went to the house, and you're going to stand right here. And so Anansi heard them coming, and he gave his son a drum and told him to play it just so. And so when they got to the house, they knocked at the door. You're going to give me 3 knocks. Let's go. Here we go. Ready, go. Boom, boom, boom. Can you try a knock? Let's try. Ready, go. Boom, boom, boom. Now Anansi says, keep going. Correct. Who's standing at my door? And why are you standing when you should be dancing? And they said, we are the children of the elephant. We come to get our father's meat. Anansi said, we tasted the meat and the meat is good. Why are you standing when you should be dancing? And they couldn't help it because the drums were going. And they said, when you hear that after the drum, you can't be still. So they began to dance. And they couldn't stop dancing because the drums were going. They went around. And they kept dancing. Well, they didn't come back because they were too busy dancing. So he said, some more children, go to Anansi's house and bring back my meat. Come on. Well, come on. Go to Anansi's house and bring back my meat. And then he saw his sisters out there dancing. And so he knocked at the door 3 times. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And boom, boom, boom. Anansi says, who's standing at my door? And why are you standing when you should be
Dancing.
And he says, we are the children of the elephant. That's your line. We are the children of the elephant. We are the children of the elephant.
Okay.
That's what you're saying. We are the children of the elephant.
We are the children of the elephant.
We're coming to get our father's meat.
We'll come and get our meat.
Okay? The drums were going. And they were dancing. And now we're going to go. And 1, and 2, and 3. And so we're going to roll it, and around. Well, they couldn't stop dancing because the drums were going. So Anansi decided to send somebody else. Who else would go? Come on up. He saw his brothers and sisters going around. He never knocked at the door because the music was sounding good. He went, yeah. And they couldn't stop dancing. So Anzo decided he would go himself to come and get his meat. he saw his children out there dancing. They were dancing. Go rap-a-tap-a-tap. Go rap-a-tap-a-tap. So he said, stop the dancing.
Stop the dancing.
But they couldn't stop because the girls were going. Go rap-a-tap-a-tap. Go rap-a-tap. So he knocked the door 3 knocks. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Announcer said, who's standing at my door? And why are you standing when you should be dancing? And so he said, I am the elephant.
I am the elephant.
I've come to get my meat.
I come to get mommy.
The drums were going, go rap a tap, go rap. And he started dancing too. Rap a tap. He couldn't stop dancing. Oh, they turned and they danced. And they danced and would go, dance, go across, and clap, 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 clap. And they danced. And they danced for 3 days, 3 nights. They were so tired of dancing. Finally, the elephant says, stop the drumming.
Stop the drumming.
He says, Anansi, we have exchanged the meat for the dance. And he took his children and they all went home. And that's why to this very day, if you look at a picture of the elephant is much smaller in the back than he is in the front. Because a long time ago, Anansi tricked the elephant. And that's it. Okay. Now we have somebody who volunteered to say, here comes the king, you still gonna do that?
Here comes the king.
I think he's volunteered. The 2 of you want to say, here comes the king, here comes the king? Okay, you want to come stand up here? Okay, and I'm gonna need a volunteer who's gonna play the soldier. Who wants to be a soldier? Okay, you'll be over there, soldier.
Hey, going.
So, this story is from India, and it's called The King with the Dirty Feet. There once lived a king in a very hot and dusty village. And every morning, the king would go out, and the people would say, here comes the king, here comes the king. You two, you're going to say, here comes the king, here comes the king.
Here comes the king, here comes the king.
And the king would say, good morning, everyone. And the people would say,
Good morning, everybody.
people would say, good morning, your majesty.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
Well, they loved the king. And every day the king would go out. It was the only king that went out and talked to the people. Every day, you could hear the music. And you could hear the people say, here comes the king. Here comes the king. And the king would say, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, your majesty.
Good morning, Your Majesty.
No one knows why, but something began to happen, something strange. The king stopped taking a bath. Ooh. Well, no one wanted to tell the king that he needed to take a bath. So when he said, good morning, everyone, good morning, everyone,
Good morning, everybody.
they said,
good morning,
good morning, your majesty.
Good morning.
And then, one day the wind was blowing, and the king said, something in this village stinks. That's right. Something in this village stinks.
Something in the village stinks.
What is that smell? What
is that smell?
Something in this village stinks.
Something in the village stinks.
What is that smell? And the people says, we don't know.
We don't know.
Because they love the king and they did not want to be disrespectful. So the king says, people, it is I, your king.
It is I king.
I will find that smell and get rid of it. And so they said, yes, your majesty.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Well, the king went out the next day, and the wind was blowing. The king says, what is that? Ooh, it is I. I need a bath.
Now I'm stirred.
So he said, servants, bring the soap and the towel. And the servants did. And the servants went and told everybody, the king is going to take a bath. The king is going to take a bath. The king is going to take a bath. Everybody was so happy they stopped what they were doing. boys and girls stopped playing, the teachers stopped teaching.
Oh, I
Everybody
say, what's
stopped.
that smell?
Yes, and so they went down to the Royal River. So we're gonna wash. They washed their feet. Let me see. Wash your feet. Wash your legs. Wash your tummy and your back and under those huge smelly arms. Wash your face. Wash your hair. Don't forget those ears and nose. And the king felt good and he started back home. But when he noticed, his feet were dirty again. So he went back and he says, I must wash my feet again. He scrubbed those feet really hard. He scrubbed. Oh, she's not washing her feet. Scrub. He's not washing his feet. Scrub. And so the king dried off and went home. And his feet were dirty again. And the king said, it's not my feet, it's this village. It is dusty. Come here, Gabu. Come here. Come here, my friend. Come here. You must get rid of the dust. The guy Boo says, how does one, would you like to come up? Okay. How does one get rid of dust? That is your problem. You have 3 days to get rid of the dust. They say, ay, ay, ay. And they went around saying, how does one get rid of dust? That's what you would ask the people. Ask me, how does one get rid of dust? Say it again. How does one get rid of dust? Well, the ladies in the village said, sweep the dust away. Here we go. Sweep the dust away. So everybody get out your room. We're going to go sweep, sweep. Or everybody sweep, 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 sweep. Well, the king says, you've created more dust. You've created more dust.
Yeah, we see more dust.
You have 2 days to get rid of the dust.
Okay.
And you're going to say, how does one get rid of dust?
You know what?
Well, no, it's that hurts so loud. How does one get rid of dust?
How does one get rid of dust?
That is your problem.
Dust is the fur you need to take your bath.
Well, so they went to ask the people, how does one get rid of dust?
How does one get rid of dust?
And the men in the village said, use water. So everybody get out your buckets. Get out your buckets. Get your buckets. You got your buckets? They went to the river and they dipped and they poured, they keep dipping. And what happened was they started playing and died. They dipped and the water began to rise to their knees. They dipped and the water rose to their stomach. They dipped and poured water rose to their and they all had to swim. Oh, you know how to swim? Oh, they had to swim to keep from drowning. Even a king had to swim. He says, I asked you to get rid of the dust, not turn the village into a swimming pool. You have 1 day.
Oh, well, you get that piggy.
Well, they went to the marketplace. Have you been to the marketplace? Have you been to the farmer's market where they sell things? Have you been to the marketplace, like the store where you buy things? He noticed that when people made things, they had scraps left over. Like you have leftover feathers over there. So they decided to sew all those things together. So we're going to stitch and sew. And sew. And stitch and sew. And then they made a big old blanket made of feathers and basket or straw and cloth and leather, and they covered the earth. When the king came out the next morning, dun, 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 when the king came out, that's good. So the king said, you have done a good job. Let's give a hip hip hooray. Hip hip hooray. And there was someone in the crowd. Okay. There was someone in the crowd that says, if the earth is covered, we will die. Who knows why we will die if the earth is covered? Do you know why we will die? Does anybody in the audience know? Ask anybody in the audience that know if the earth is covered, why will we die? Why will we die? Does anybody know the answer? Because if the earth is covered, our food can never grow. Because in order for the food to grow, what do we need for food? We need, yes. We need the sun. What else we need for the food to grow? We need water. And what else we need for the food to grow? We need to have air. So guess what they did? They took the material that they had covered the earth and they put it, cut some for the king's foot and put it on the king's feet. And they said that's how sandals and shoes came to be. Because a long time ago, a king refused to take a bath. Will you give all of our volunteers a big round of applause? Have a seat. Is it your turn to tell a story? Oh, okay, to you.
Today's story.
Okay.
I'm telling a story about.
Darling, why don't we share? Will you share with me?
Sure.
Okay.
This story about Spider-Man.
So we're going to do two things at the same time. Can I tell them, and then you can do your part, and then I'll do my part? My name is Teresa. I am with I'm the director of Urban Arts in Minneapolis. We offer preschool and arts programming.
And this is my name, Sheldon Dillon, and I'm 10 years old, and I live at Haircut School.
Yeah. So you're going to run stories over here. Kids want to hear your story.
Say 10 years old, everybody say me.
All right.
Everybody say me.
Okay, we have art. We're making story birds over here, where you can build birds out of clay and put feathers in.
Or you make a story. You can make a story
Or
about.
you can come over here with you and learn about how to make stories too, or do both.
Or you can make a story about Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man 3, or Spider-man 4 versus Carnage, Venom, and all stuff. Because Carnage turned into Spider-Man, and Spider-Man turned into evil into. Then what happened to Spider-Man? This too will happen, turn evil into not nice.
And I think you might grow up and be president. What do you say? Might happen. Okay, so you guys can choose. So we have art birds that you can make art, and you can come over. Thank you.
Or if you want to come over here,
Why don't you show them your sculpture?
or if you want to come over, you can come over and see Spider-Man and see Superman.
You guys want to come make some art?
Over and talk about it. So, guys,
You are going to be a very good leader one day.
okay, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Any colors you want. Do you remember how to do this? Okay, there's your clay. You get a free view.
Oh, I like that. You like to Is that your only child?
That's my grandson.
How are you? Good. We've got books over there. I'm here with my granddaughter. Want a stick?
Over there?
And then it's like, oh, okay.
She's kind of shy about her. When people give her
It's from Monsters and University Bird. It's from Phyllis, a college student. See? This word is from Phyllis, a college student.
Your stuff is falling
Make
out.
it
What am I
like the sound seed.
Look, they're coming out. What do you want me to do? Huh? Well, I'm sorry.